Last time we saw you, of course, was in October, and that was tough to watch, especially for all your fans, and you have such a loyal and diehard fan base. Could I ask how's the mouth doing? How are the teeth doing? How are you feeling overall?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. The healing process was much faster than I think everybody expected. Just because, like I said, I those I was sick of those teeth anyway.
Ah,
you know, so I just got rid of them, and then got some implants put in. And honestly, the healing process was like really quick. It was all seamless, and I was back in the gym like 4 weeks after.
oh wow. And how many teeth total
Mm.
did you replace?
Um, I don't know, maybe six. I took
Six.
out
On
maybe.
the bottom?
Yeah, the bottom row. The
Right.
bottom row.
Is it
Yeah.
possible to even describe what that felt like?
Um. Well, I've had it done a couple of times. This wasn't the first fight that this has happened in. This is the first fight that it was done so bad.
Hmm.
But it wasn't the first time they've been moved in. But it doesn't hurt as much as, well, it does hurt, but it doesn't hurt as much as, it just feels weird because your teeth aren't where they should be. Like it's a weird feeling. It hurts more trying to get them set again after the fact. That's the worst feeling.
Wow. So the aftermath is worse than in the moment.
Yeah, definitely. But it's like it's also one of those things you can't really fight through. You can't, like, I would have choked on my teeth. You know what I mean? The mandible had moved into the middle of my mouth. Yeah, it would. I don't. Yeah, can't fight through that.
The amazing thing is, I remember the next day you posted something saying like, I'm all good. I'm gonna go on vacation. And what I always tell people about fighters is like, if something like that happened to me or someone else, like just a regular civilian, if something like that happened, whatever that thing was, we would say, yeah, I'm never doing that again. And there you are 12 hours later with a smile on your face, waiting to go back home, being like, yeah, I'll see you guys soon. I'll be right back in there. That to me is like one of the many reasons why you guys are just different than us. You possess different DNA. You're wired differently. There wasn't any part of you that was like, F this. I've done enough fights. I don't want to go through. I don't want to go through the rehab. I don't want to get hit there. Whatever. There wasn't any thought after that of being like, I'm done with this crap.
Yeah, no, that's just part of the sport. It's part of the business. You get intimate with that relationship real quick. And let's be honest, like most of the time you're trying to hurt your opponent. I'd love it. I'd love it if he was the one injured.
Right.
But some days you're the hammer, some days you're the nail.
I got a lot of stick after that fight, Rob, because I was quite blunt. I don't usually make predictions, but I was so confident. I said that you were going to run through him, that it was going to be such an easy fight for you, that he would not stand a chance. There was something about your demeanor all week, and so I had your back, and I still have your back. I just want to let you know. Go ahead.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciated that a lot. And honestly, I felt amazing. I understand that it didn't head in the direction that I wanted it to, but I felt great. That's kind of the more disappointing thing than losing the fight, than hurting my teeth and all that. It was just that I didn't get to, and this was all due to his part. Like, great game plan, did what he did, right? But I didn't get the opportunity to show how far I had come, the distance I had traveled skill wise from the fight prior. So yeah, sorry about that, dude.
No, listen, it's all good. It's all like, I hate these people who are like, I bet on you, my parlay. That's absurd. I just felt like this was a bad matchup for him, and you seem to be in a tremendous space. You seem switched on, and so I'm just wondering what surprised you, if anything, about Khamzat? Was there something about being in there? We hear about his strength, we hear about his speed, the takedown. Was there something about it you're like, wow, this is better than I thought?
It was the takedown.
Yeah,
like the wall wrestling and everything else was just part of the parcel. I got caught with that face crank, but that was just part of the grappling, the wall grappling transition that happened. Okay, like he was sticky, but we had trained for sticky guys. Like he was really really good at gut wrenching, the drag downs and just holding that position. We knew this. I trained for it. I got ragdolled there most of the camp. Okay, so I was comfortable there. Getting caught, the face crank, Didn't expect that. Like, thought I'd have more time. Did not. But it was the initial takedown, I guess, that surprised me the most, because the guy shot from like 2 meters away and was like, honestly, a foot off the ground maybe. And it was just, it's hard to defend. You know, the only thing I can think of in hindsight, which is great, right, is more lateral movement so that he can't get a read and you can't go straight back up, because once you hit that fence, he reaches for the ankles and then just starts that wrestling chain, that wrestling transitions into the wall. But that initial takedown is hard to stop, like really, really hard to stop. I should have probably taken center a bit more. You know, not gone straight back. A lot of things. Hindsight's 2020, right?
Right. We don't know who he'll be fighting next. It seems like he's going to fight for the belt against the winner of DDP versus Strickland. Do you think he has a great chance against either guy? Like, do you see any scenario of, you know, that fight, the winner, like being a tougher matchup for him, or do you think he rolls through either of them?
I think he beats both of them. I do. I think Dricus would be the harder opponent of Sean and him, just because if Dricus survives, Dricus is just good at surviving, at being there. And if we've seen anything with Chimaev, is that he gets tired committing so heavily to his shot and the grappling transitions early in the fight. So maybe that plays out differently if it gets dragged out later. I don't see him having a problem with Sean though, like, at all.
Wow. Do you think DDP beats Sean next month again?
I do. I've seen those things where Sean's like, let's stand and fight like men.
Yeah.
Dricus is going to take him straight down. Like, that's a sport. That's what I'd do.
Right.
You know, it's it's good. It's good. I'm excited to see it, but I don't. My biggest thing with that matchup was just, what can Sean do differently to change the outcome last time? So he was the champion, and he still got it. Granted, controversial, but he lost a decision fight as a champion, and now they're going back in the same sort of matchup pairing, but he's not the champion now. And what can he do differently? Sean fights like Sean fights. You know, I don't think we're going to see him fight much differently than with the way we saw him fight last time. Granted, it's a very effective fight style, but I don't know. He just barely lost the last one, and he was champion. And now, I don't know. I think Dricus has gotten better, if anything.
Yep, definitely. I think a lot of people would say that, and gone a lot further than a lot of people probably thought. By the way, were you a little bit annoyed with DC for showing the photo of your mouth?
I was super annoyed.
Oh, wow. Why?
Dude, because it's such a scummy thing to do. It's like the doctor took a photo of my mouth, right?
Yeah.
And said, I'm just going to go show Dana so that he knows what's up on the level, Dana and Hunter. I was like, cool, do that. And then DC took a photo off the other guy's phone to post all over socials. It's like, is that not scummy?
You were pissed. I didn't know how he got it. I thought someone said. I thought you. I don't know. So, knowing the story, yeah, he probably shouldn't have done that. So you see that in the aftermath, and you're like, "What the fuck?" Like, you didn't want that out there.
It's not that I don't care that much. Okay, but it's just it looked. I want to say it looked worse than it did.
Wow.
It was. Most people would say it kind of looked really bad, right? The thing is, though, because I was posting all over the place, I was getting like condolence messages. Like, people thought I was dead, dude. I would have liked to control the reaction a little better, but it is what it is. You know, what do you want to do? You just roll with the punches.
What did your kids say when they saw you for the first time?
I can't remember. Maybe like, how's your teeth?
Yeah,
like,
that sounds.
Let me see your teeth. Like, let me see your teeth. Like, yeah, they were cool. It's funny because like the whole month, even now, my youngest still does it. But when we say grace, they all pray for my teeth to get better.
Oh wow, that is still even though you're fine now, right? Like, you could spar, no problem.
Yeah, yeah, I've been sparring and everything, and I don't have him anymore, so there's nothing.
That's
There's
true.
nothing to get better, right?
That's right.
But it's so cute. I just leave it. I leave him to it.